Ready? Let's get in the last part of this 14th day. As you know, we are over here to replicate your knowledge, whatever you have forget, you haven't forgotten everything. Over here, we are over here to reproduce that knowledge within you. So that's why if you like to be a good person, to have having a good person knowledge, wisdomable person, you were thinking about all these things over here. In that case, you are in the right track that you will get something better from this channel. So keep learning, keep growing. What it is over here. That's not all about positive things. We're still learning. We keep going, guys. So keep learning. Keep having this perspective perception out of all these people. So first of all, you have to stay calm, positive, and that kind of things. And then you mustn't have to banal of each and every person in this society. The trend of this contemporary society is like I don't know what I have to tell. Should I have to tell about all these things? That it is like we are in the process of banaling all about but about others. We are using other people more than need. So that's not a good sign. That's not a good symptoms of a positive society or something like that. So it's we can simply move toward our career through a positive way. Uh, Anything can be candlelight sign. Do you like to keep everything candle sign? If you have the ability to candle sign, then that's really appreciating, and it has to be. Because you will learn something better from it. And I recommend you guys to be a better person. If you are actually learning something better from all these kinds of things, then it can be really what uh, indelible things. Even you express ahead of other people won't gain each and everything from it. But somehow they feel like I have to get these things, no matter what other people think about us, but I have to. It is always better if I come to treat these things as lucid, So this is always a kind of beneficial things, Keep learning, keep growing, keep having positive things through it. So that's it. So even people come to say that it is jealous things, existing extremely enthusiastic or something like that. Even in that case, just stay calm, positive, you know, so that if you have that kind of positive mentality toward your career, towards something better, in that case you will be a really stunning person, because it takes a lot of time to be that person. But once you think to become that person, you know, and you have to if you have that positive mentality within you that I have to emulate it over everything, because I have to get something better in my entire life. So that's why I have to get, no matter what other people think about me, but I have to get, no matter how hard is this. But I don't think it's hard or something like that. So that is always better to think about your career. Sometimes you have to anoint something better. That kind of things or something like that. Or sometimes you feel like I have to debunk. You know. So if you come to debunk, then that's not a good sign of being a positive person or something like that. So it is always better if you have patience toward your career. Toward something better. And this is how it actually works. You have to think about all these things. Only in that case you can able to move ahead toward a career, toward positivity, toward something that you think about. I have to this compete. Even it's really discomfort or embarrassing, but you must not have to care about all these things. You have to exert. You have to strongly encourage yourself to exert yourself to move ahead toward your career. So that's why all these things matters over here. And this marriage. What do you think about this medicine things? Do you think that's damage your someone's reputations? Bismuth. Would you like? How do you take it? The word bismuth as noun or adjective above. I don't want to. I don't know what is it. Okay, if you guys have known that about it, then you just have to comment on the simply write down on the comment box. Okay, guys. Embellish. What do you mean by the embellish? To decorate or change. Would you like to embellish your mentality that has only consistency, positivity, perseverance, persistency, or that kind of things within you? So would you like to be that person? So if you like to become be like that person, in that case you are in the right track. You can become that person. So always think about it, all these things, so once you become that adroit person, or in that case, a lot of people come to say they would like to come with you, that you will become convivial person, because you don't think about all these things. But once you think about all these things, that you will become convivial person, you have to think, you know because if you don't have initiative, uh, what that kind of things or something like that, in that case you can simply get all these things over here, you know so you have to make each and everything over here attenuated, if you can make that really noticeable or something like that. In that case, that can be really stunning or sparkling luminous. A lot of people come to say that they feel like I did something better than other people. I feeling like I'm getting something better, from my journey. So it's a really good sign of having positive mentality toward everything. So keep having all these things to this channel, guys. So no matter what other people think about you, but you have to do, no matter what other people think about you. So always go through a captive way. If you can, if you actually assume and consider yourself as a captive person, in that case, it shows that you can hold that interest within you. So that's always matters. So what can I say to make worse? If you come to exacerbate, it's in any condition, it's in any situation, it's in every situation. In that case, people wouldn't like to be with you, because you just make the condition worse. Then who would like to stay with you, man? Nobody will like to stay with you, because you are always you you stay as the reason behind each and everything that will come to exacerbate each and everything over here. So that's why you just have to stay. You just have to move ahead through a content way, a logical way. You know. So if that is a really clear, evident, then you feel like I am eliciting each and everything over here through a proper way. So that's always a kind of beneficial things. It is, you want to consider and what says that things in the same way. So that's why always go through the way or this patience. This kinds of patience will treat you and take you towards somewhere where you actually deserve to be. Always think about your career, guys. No matter what other people think about you, that whether you come to get the things through the way or something like that. You are over here to be the better persons. So if you are actually thinking about all these things from your journey or something like that, in that case you will get something better. So keep learning, keep it isn't if it, even it is really exorbitant, we don't care about all. We are not over here to care about all these kinds of exorbitant things. We are over here to create your journey, your struggling path. So that kind of things are really necessary in this generation. Current situation are really how, what kind of things you will get after reading all this. Do you feel like you have sufficient knowledge of vocabulary, something like that? If you don't feel like you guys are talking, somewhere, because of not having sufficient knowledge about vocabulary, because of not having enough knowledge about the grammar. So you are making grammatical mistakes over here in this situation. You are making a lot of, you feel like lots of faults you are making. So that's why you feel like you are feeling like you're actually showing yourself and seeing yourself in the eyes of where you're learning yourself. So it is better not to let yourself, because it's always better to say that I can't do better, than study the previous day, because you are over here to the past is not on your hand, the future is on your hand. So if you like to make your future bright, you have to see that as a lightning luminous. In that case, you have to hard work, because each and everything is on your hand. So if you can maintain the discipline of your life, and you have to maintain the firstly you have to maintain discipline in your life. So and go through the way where you can from where you can become financially stable. In that case you will become the best person of the year. Not we are not talking about being the best person of the year. Entire life you have to be the best person. So that's always matters for your career, for your overall growth, guys. So think about all these things. Instead these things, all each and everything are unnecessary. So just neglect each and every person over here and keep working over your career and keep believing that you can do something better than study and tomorrow. What we are discussing over here, we're just focusing on our fluency, and the lots of the things that we're learning from it. It's not only relevant to our what uh, English fluency. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna talk on a not on a myth. I'm gonna talk in a realistic way So that's it. Keep loving us, guys. That's it. We're gonna start this video from tomorrow.